Hello, Sagittarius. Elsie here to do a bonus read for you, friends. How are you, Saggies? My Sagittariuses. I hope you're well. I'm here to do a bonus read, Sag, and just to say thank you for the ways that you've been loving on the channel. And let's do it. Let's take a look at it here. So, Sag, when I do a bonus read, I do a bonus read with the current energy or the future energy. I'm not looking into anything in the past. If it does show up, I will acknowledge it, but I am not going to be digging into anything in the past here. Onward and upward in 2025. Oh yeah, Sag, if you're interested in a private reading, please know there's a sale on from now until the end of April. If you want a private read, 10% off of any of my services. If you look in the pinned comment below this video, you will see a coupon code that you will take to Hipsy. If you've already signed up at Wizio, you already do have a username and password for the sister site, which is Hipsy. I've now expanded into readings that are face-to-face, over the phone, or in chat. So you can get all of that at Hipsy. 75% off for the first 10 minutes in a live call. All right. Tell me about Sagittarius. We're just doing like throwing random cards to see what sort of psychic hits I can get for you. That's what we did for the Aries reading just now, and that's what we're doing for you, Sag. Let's find out what's going on for Sagittarius. Ooh, what's this? We're starting off with the Three of Swords. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me more. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Woo! All right, hang on, let me dive. I feel like I have to. You know that sometimes I don't feel like I have to. Sometimes I feel like I have to. We got here. All right. Got the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. What's this here? This is very interesting energy here. So, Sag, I feel like you're about to go through some sort of really major change, my friend. There's a big change that's showing up here. I feel like you might be in this energy right now wondering what went wrong. Why isn't it mine? Why isn't it showing up? How come they're not saying anything? How come the job didn't call? Like, I thought I had it in the bag. Like, why am I in the Three of Swords? Well, I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is showing up here for a reason. I feel like you're going from the Three of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. I want to say that whatever is going on in your head right now is not really what's going on. I feel like you're worried about it. I feel like the Seven of Swords is telling me you don't trust the situation. But I feel like there is some sort of really big destined change that's about to show up for you pretty quick for some of you. Look, I'm doing this reading and it could be for you around the corner. It's not to assume that all readings will happen around the corner, and they can't happen for everybody because we're not all in the same spot. It's a general reading after all. We're not all in the same spot in our life. But I feel like for those of you who are already feeling this, look, Sag, you are psychic AF. You will already feel this Wheel of Fortune heading your way. So, Jupiter energy, right? This is Sagittarius energy, the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, it's also Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, because it's like slow-moving energy. It's taken a long time to get here. But Sagittarius energy and ruled by Jupiter, that's you, which is the planet of abundance. So I feel like you're in this Three of Swords energy, wondering what went wrong, but your back is to the Wheel of Fortune. You don't see it coming. I feel like you've been worried about whatever. It's like the Seven of Swords is given to me, so why not? Why isn't it showing up? Like, I've done all the work, I've done all the things. Like, where's mine? It feels like something is being concealed from you here. Tell me about the Three of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me what the Wheel of Fortune is. I'd like to know, because this like goes from, look at this, it goes from night to day. Like, you can see all the darkness here with the clouds and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden we got blue sky. It feels like it goes from night to day. Something here is about to change. Oh, I just got a little bit of excitement in my belly just now. Yeah, it feels like, so I'm seeing somebody walk through the front door. It's the door of like a public place. It could be a restaurant, or it could be a meeting place. It's not a home. It's not a house. So when I saw that, I can't see this person's face. They do feel and look masculine, although I can't see their face. Doesn't have to mean that it's I mean, you could be the masculine walking through the door, or you could be the masculine who's waiting for somebody to walk through the door. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Swords. How does this change come here so quickly? Tell me about this. Okay. Got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Nine of Wands. Oof, yeah. When this shows up, you're like, really? Right now? Ten of Swords. So when the Nine of Wands is here, it's making me feel like it's almost like you're a little bit pissed off because the universe always takes you to the edge of resiliency, pushes you to the limit. And I feel like you're just ready to give up. The Ten of Swords is telling me it's too painful. It's too painful to go to the 10, like you just want to go to the 10 Wands. It's too painful to be here in this energy. It feels like it's thoughtful energy because all these swords that are here. And I also feel like you're worrying about the end result or what's to come or what's hidden from you or what you don't see. Maybe you're overthinking it. But the Ace of Pentacles is telling me that something is about to be planted in the 3D. So I think that that's what the change is. That you don't see that somebody's ready to invest or call you with the job offer, or you're about to get some kind of an offer. And it feels like it comes on the brink of you saying, you know what, fuck this. I'm tired of the universe taking me to the edge and then threatening to throw me over, but doesn't really throw me over. Like it feels like that kind of energy. It feels like I'm over it. I'm really over it. Tell me why the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords are here, please. I've got the Judgment card. You're going to have to make some sort of a really big decision. A decision that I feel, you know what? I feel like you've been thinking about making this decision for a long time. So I feel like this is whatever the situation is that's got you stuck in your head. Because it feels like the Eight of Swords here. Look at all these swords. I've never seen so many swords in a fire reading before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So the Eight of Swords is here. And I feel as though it's playing, like the universe is playing with your head. We got 3 swords or 3 arrows in the quiver. So that's like broken heart energy, which is over here. And so you feel like there's just no way this is going to work out for me. It's going to break my heart. The Judgment card is here. And so the Judgment card is telling me that you're being called to make some sort of a really important decision that's going to change everything. And I think that the decision is about stability, or about the Four of Wands. It could be soulmate energy. It could be, buying a new house. Do I move? Is it time for me to move? It feels like whatever the decision is that you make, once it's in motion, you can't go back. And so I think that's what this worry is about. First of all, where is it? How come it's not showing up when I feel the Wheel of Fortune sitting outside my house? I can't see it, but I feel it. And it feels like there is a worry that you're not going to know what to do when it shows up. But I think you've been thinking about it in your head. If they show up, this is exactly what I'm going to say. Or if it shows up, if they tell me I got the job, if I do get the mortgage, this is exactly what I'm going to say. I feel like you've been preparing yourself for the win. But it feels like in the meantime, the Eight of Swords is like you're locked in your brain here. Tell me what else I need to know about the situation, please, for Sagittarius. King of Pentacles, Death card, and the Devil. Page 4 of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles. Now we're coming up with all sorts of pentacles here. So this particular depiction of the King of Pentacles, I kind of love it because it shows that this King of Pentacles is in charge of the ship. So you could have a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn energy about you. Because, kings and queens, they can be people, but they're also energies. Never forget that. And it feels like somebody here is in charge of the ship. So we could be talking about someone who is a Virgo or a Pisces. Possibly someone who is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All of a sudden we have all these pentacles here. I feel like this person is in charge, or feels like they are the person who is steering the ship. Now, there is a mountain in front of this person, so there's an obstacle. And it feels like this person is still tied to some sort of a transformation that's been going on. It could be a financial transformation, but it does feel like they have some financial obligations that they can't let go of. or they've got some obligations. Like there's somebody who depends on them financially, or they've already put a down payment on maybe a lease in an apartment somewhere. It feels like I've got an obligation that I'm stuck to here. And in order for me to move ahead, I've got to end something or transform something. So this could be, for some of you, it could be, look, you guys are offering me like 1.5 of what I'm making, but I can't just leave my business. I can't just leave my business partner. I can't just leave the other job in the lurch. I have to give them some sort of notice. It feels like this King of Pentacles is tied to something that they want to let go of, that they can't let go of. But I think the universe is going to make them let go. I'm just saying. Because I think they're supposed to be on another path, and I think that path is with you. And I think that you know it because you feel the Wheel of Fortune, and this here is sort of wondering, well, I know it's already mine. It's like you've decided, Sag, and it's already yours. I know it's already mine. Well, where is it then? There's a little bit of doubt here that maybe it's for you, but you're also feeling like somebody's hiding something under the surface. Tell me what's hiding under the surface. Let's talk about that for a second. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. We've got the Five of Wands. This person has not made a decision about you yet. They're about to. Look, they cannot not see you. You are shining brighter than anything. They see the possibility of birthing something with you. And I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking about a new path. I'm talking about creative things. Maybe they see that you are someone who is sovereign. They see that you don't need them. It feels like this person, and that might be the thing that is putting them at the Five of Wands. Because this poor guy in the middle here, like everyone else has picked a tree, and this guy is running around with the wand wondering where they should put theirs. It's like this person can't make their decision. They're in indecision. And so that's what you're feeling here. That's what your worry is here. I feel like there is a breakthrough coming here. This person is going to see you for the Empress that you are, whether you are the feminine or the masculine Empress. This person is going to see all of the abundance. And it's not like they don't see it, but I think that they need the sun in their face. Do you know what I mean? It feels like this gong, right? It feels like, just put your head by the gong, please, for just a second. I just got to tune you in for a moment. Like it feels like that sort of energy. So I just want to know more about this King of Pentacles. Look, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn we're talking about. It doesn't have to be. It could be a Taurus, could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I gave you all of the other signs. It could be a Leo. Don't get stuck to a sign, I'm just going to say, because I feel like Capricorn is here as well as Scorpio. I just want to know what they're stuck to here and why can't they let it go? Because it feels like, when the King of Pentacles makes a decision, I'm just talking about Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here for a minute. When the King of Pentacles makes a decision, they don't want to go back on what they said. This is Taurus energy, but also Virgo and Capricorn because we're in a general reading. And when Taurus being a fixed sign, when they make a decision, this is true for all the fixed signs, and you wouldn't know if you don't have fixed sign energy, but the fixed signs, when they make a decision, they go so slow, and they're so slow at getting all the pieces together, making sure that they know what they're doing all the analytics, getting all the things on paper, weighing and measuring everything. That when they decide to go forward, it takes them a very long time, but they know what they're doing. And that's because they're never going back. So I feel like it's almost a little bit of that energy. Somebody has already decided on a path, and they feel like they can't go back. Like they're already stuck to this thing here. But I think the universe is going to come along and end it for them. Like I feel like I think they're headed for the rocks. You can see this here. I think they're headed for the rocks, and they don't know it. They're attached to something that I feel the universe is breaking up for them. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. Whoever this is. They don't have to be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. We've got the Temperance card. That's you. We've got the Moon energy. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm going to say, never say never. Look, I don't mean to give false hope. And that's not what I'm doing here. If this is your situation and you've been feeling this, you actually know what I'm thinking about. If what I'm telling you is true or not, use your discernment, right? It's not going to be for everybody. But if this is something that you've been feeling, because the moon energy is here, and that's very deep feelings. I'm feeling something. I know that it's there, but I can't see it. It's, things aren't as they seem. So if this person has already said no to you, no because I have a different obligation, no to the job, no to the mortgage, no to the house, no to the relationship, if they've already said that to you, I feel like the universe is going to duck in here and say, nuh-uh. This is your soulmate. King of Pentacles is here. The Empress is over here. So I feel like the moment of alchemy is showing up. And I feel like the King of Pentacles doesn't understand that the universe is in charge. And that they're headed for the rocks. On whatever this is. Whether it's the job, the mortgage, the house, or the relationship. That they're not the ones that are in control. They might be the ones that are steering the ship, but they're not the ones that are in the control. So when the moment of alchemy shows up, I feel like what's going to be revealed to them under the sun is that you are the soulmate, and that they didn't realize that until now. So tell me what the outcome is here. Tell me what the outcome is. That's a lot of words, man. So I don't do these readings all the time because they bring me a lot of energy. So we have the High Priestess, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Tower. Yep, somebody's speaking up. There it is. There's the Emperor. So somebody is quiet with you right now. Something that you feel is over, quite likely, because the Wheel of Fortune is here, and the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card together can mimic an ending, but the ending is only because a beginning is coming. It's like the ending is here, yes, but the Wheel of Fortune is things moving forward. So it's almost like that space and time where we're ending one vibration and we're ready to step into a new vibration. That space in between is what I feel the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune to be. So with this energy here that I've just pulled as the outcome here, we do have somebody who's being very silent with you, but they're working behind the scenes to do something here. It feels like they cannot ignore that there is a lot of work to be done here, but also that you've been working on yourself, that you've been working on yourself quite a bit. And the Emperor is about to get a tower. The Emperor is about to have a realization. Look, all of the realization cards are here. The Wheel of Fortune, the Death card, the Sun, and the Tower. This is major. This is a major change of mind. Somebody who thought that they just were coasting. Yeah, I'm fine. I know what I'm doing. I'm solid. Four of Swords is like, I've got clarity of the mind like you wouldn't believe. I've been manifesting things, and somebody here is like, I'm ready to take a shot at the thing that is mine. I feel like we're talking about the King of Pentacles, and then the King of Swords shows up. And then there's like, they got to rethink it. It's a realization. They've got to rethink it. The Chariot is here. They've been keeping feelings under the surface, and now it's time to say so. So I feel like there is something that is going down here for somebody here who's been in this Five of Cups energy, thinking that it's over, thinking that it's done. This person may have said to your face, sorry, I've already got an obligation. I've already got another job, or I've already got another relationship, or I've got this path that I've already put, I can't buy the house because I've already put money down on a lease on this place 2 states over. I can't stay in town. Like, it feels like this feels very permanent, but I think that the universe is coming in to say, nuh-uh. Tower's here, buddy. Tower's here. King of Pentacles is part of the Emperor energy, by the way. And so, yeah, I'm just going to leave that there. So I think I'm going to say expect the unexpected, because it does feel like something here is showing up that you and they both do not have control over. So if you're the one that's been worrying, hands in your face, I'm going to just ask for a couple more cards here. Yeah, the World card is here. The Magician starts us out, and then the Knight of Pentacles. Then we start following. We get back on the path to where our goal is. But it's taken some time. It's like it's gone all the way around, like a crazy way around. And the Magician is here. It's the way it was supposed to be, because we had to learn to get our tools before we could be together. The World card is here. So I think that this Emperor or this King, whoever they are, doesn't realize that although they're the ones driving the ship, they're not in control. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for being here and looking at this, Sag. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to go for now, but of course I'll be back. And if you're back, I'll be here for sure. You guys take care. Bye-bye.